Yo, what up, though? Wait, hold on.
Hold up. Hey, smoke weed every day.
Shout out to my man, Nate Dogg. Nate Dogg, it's your birthday. Shout out to you, RIP Nate Dogg, one of the best hooks ever. I used to love Nate Dogg. I mean, how do you not love Nate Dogg? How?
Hold up. Hey, smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day.
Come on, man. How do you not love him? How do you not love Nate Dogg? All right? Come on, man. The game's changed ever since he's been gone. The hook master. Who else but me? Who else but me bought his double CD? I bought his double CD. Did y'all buy his double CD? Did y'all support Nate Dogg when he needed you? Me and my homies call like every day, every day. Shout out to Nate Dogg, bro. Shout out to Nate Dogg.
Then me wait a whole hour.
It started with the cleanest part.
Y'all ain't ready for this one. They ain't ready. D and me and Branzo.
What up, though? It's your boy, man. All right, check it out. You know, a lot been going on, this whole RBE situation. You know, rewatching it. I gave it a second look, rewatch. I'm telling you guys, this event has a lot of replay value, bro. It has a lot of replay value, and that's great. Like, it's such a big difference, man. Like, you know, I want this to get clear to y'all. Like, when last week when we were all negative about Summer Madness 7 and this and that, and then all the battlers and certain people come out and they be like, oh, all the bloggers, all they want to do is be negative, and they only talk about the negative, and that's all they care about is the negative. No, that's just what it was. Like, you can't help what's going on in the universe. You talk about what's going on. If it's negative, it's negative. It's positive, it's positive. Who cares if it's negative or positive? You can't control that. And you can't fake the funk. You can't pretend like if some negative stuff's happening, you can't just be like, pretending it's not happening and ignore it. All right? Just, you know, no one enjoyed, you know, talking about choking. Nobody enjoyed that. Nobody enjoyed talking about what a mess that pay-per-view was. We didn't enjoy that, bro. We were just talking about it because that's what happened. Stop being fake. There's no reason to be fake, all right? All right? Just don't. I'm not going to sit up here and hi, guys. Let me apologize to the battle rap community. I know I was a little hard last week on New Jersey Twerk, but after second thought, I've been thinking about it, and, you know, I'm just not going to do that. I don't care. Like, whatever, bro. Y'all, you in your feelings? I don't care. Honestly, I don't care, all right? When people say, well, you know, he's just a kid. Well, guess what? You know how kids learn? You know how kids learn? By telling them when they make a mistake. All right? Otherwise, they're not going to learn. They're going to redo it. When a kid puts his hand on the stove and burns himself, do you tell them, oh, no, honey, next time just put your hand on the stove, just do it more carefully? You tell them that? Or do you tell them, oh, put your hand on the stove, maybe you probably won't get burned this time, you know? It was just a coincidence. No, you tell him, don't put your damn hand on the stove, don't get burnt. All right? If he's just a kid, then you got to teach him. Otherwise, he's never going to learn. I don't care about that. Anyways, and yeah, why not? I was gonna bring it up. He choked again. Twerk had a battle against Butter on the block. Jenny on the block. He had a battle against Jenny on the block. All right, in Philly, and apparently he choked again in his third round. He jerseyed it. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with son. I wish him the best. I wish him the best. All right, in his future endeavors. I hope he becomes the biggest battler of all time, and we can all forget about this part of his life. But how do you? Anyways, whatever. Back to rare breeds, man. Back to rare breeds. See, that's what my point was. That's the difference. So just because we were negative last week, there's only negative stuff to talk about, right? There's only negative stuff to talk about. And you know what's funny about that? We talked about the positive. Everybody talked about Geechee. Everybody talked about DNA. Everybody talked about Iron and JC. Everybody talked about Hitman. Everybody talked about Ab. All right, so that narrative, all right, just go somewhere with it. I hate that narrative, all right? It's just a pathetic little way to play like you're like righteous, more righteous than everybody and holier than now. You know, all this victimization everybody plays. It's so trash. I'm not falling for it. I'm not going down that road. All right? All right, just stop it. Stop it. Anyways, do what you want. I don't care. You know what I do? You know what's better than blocking people? The mute. Mute greater than block. Mute people. All right, don't give them the satisfaction, Big K. All right, if you mute them, they never know. It's the best thing ever. They never know, and then they think they're still in communication. They think but they're in the woods and they're yelling and screaming. No one can hear them. Second watch RBE. Second watch RBE. Lot of interesting takes on this Murda Mook battle, bro. I want y'all. I mean, okay, look. So when I first watched it, I'll let y'all know that it was I had to watch the first 2 rounds at work, correct? And then I got in my car. Mind you, I live a half hour away. All right, this battle is 1 hour and 28 minutes long. An hour, and this is one of the longest battles of all time. You know, you can either go to the movies and watch a full-length movie, or you can sit down and watch Aye Verb versus Mook. I think that's a little bit ridiculous, to be honest with you, and I think the length of this battle is going to hurt its replay value. I know we're all excited about it now. I get it, but I'm telling you guys, when this battle drops and people watch it a couple of times, I don't know if people are going to go back to watch this because it's just a lot, man. It's too long, man, especially the 3rd round. I'm still giving it to Verb, bro. I'm still giving it to Verb. I see a lot of people out here trying to give this to Murda Mook. Debating the 2nd round, and everybody's acting like the 3rd round's clear for Mook. And, you know, I was on, shout out to the Black Compass. I was on their show yesterday with Polo and John Real and them. John Real, I know he's not part of, I get it, but we're a special guest. Shout out to them. And if you didn't know, they've had issues with their page. Some bozo hacked their page, and their Twitter took it down, and for no reason, like they hacked it. And they deleted their YouTube page. So and they, I guess, deleted their Twitter account too. So they got a new Twitter account called The Black Compass, DA Black Compass. I don't know. You can go over there, figure it out, and unfollow their old one because some bozos decided to, you know, take revenge out on them for no reason. But that's not the point. That's not the point. The point here is I had said that to them that, you know, Mook's round was like 22 minutes, right? So in essence, it's a minimum of what? 5, 10, 50, about 4 rounds. A minimum of 4 rounds at it's 4 or 5 minute rounds. Longer than that. It's like 4 or 5.5 minute rounds, right? That's a lot of rounds. First of all, 5 minute round is long. 5 minute rounds are long. That's not a short round. I don't know what we're doing here. So when you have 5 of them, or 4 or 5 minute rounds, whatever, it doesn't matter. 4 or 5 minutes, that's still a lot, bro. It's still, you know what's funny? Big K and Iron Solomon that followed that 1 hour and 28 minute battle is only 20 minutes and 2 seconds long. 20 minutes. That whole battle is shorter than Murda Mook's 3rd round. So when I said what I was saying yesterday is Murda Mook has some really fire spots in his 3rd, but man, oh man, there was some trash in there. All right, I wasn't impressed with the whole you didn't eat. Your mom is a lesbian, so that's why you're vegan, because she gave up meat and you gave up meat. And I wasn't impressed with that. I mean, I guess that's okay. This the gay angle. There was just so much. People are saying it's like an epic round. Epic? No, it's not epic, man. Just because something is long doesn't mean it's fire. Actually, it hurts the round, in my opinion. If you go too long, that hurts you. It does, because you're just rambling now at a point. Yeah, he was cooking. He could have used his whole 3rd round and spread them out for the entire battle. Scrap the first 2 rounds. Forget it. Take your 3rd round and make it the whole battle. You know, you have 4 rounds in here, so you can turn it into 3. I'm sure you could have made it 3 rounds. Like that, it's just a crazy. You know how Murda Mook, he's a 5-rounder against Iron and 5, 7-rounder lower. Like we know. This was just a fancy way to have like 5 to 7 rounds in the battle. Instead of saying it's a 7-rounder or a 5-rounder, you say it's a 3-rounder, last round unlimited. You know, because Murda Mook's gonna get he's gonna get his stuff. Impressive to remember all that. No stumbles, no chokes. But and as far as giving that round to Mook, honestly, I think that 3rd is debatable. I still think Verb was wigging. I still think this is one of the better Verbs we've seen in a while. I'm definitely giving the 1st round to Verb, and I'm still giving the 2nd round to Verb. So y'all can give Mook the 3rd, I guess, but I don't think it's clear. I don't think the 3rd is clear. All right, Verb said what he had to say, and he said it really well in, 8 minutes. All right, so Mook took 3 times longer to say what he had to say. All right, and was his material, like, let's say we can, and I'm not, like, you know what I can't stand about y'all? You're all the same people who are saying Murda Mook, Murda Mook, Murda Mook, right? Are the same people that you forgive Mook for his dry spots, because he had tons of dry spots. His dry spots last like 2 minutes. His dry spots are like 3 setup punches, right? You're the same people who get on Hollow for having dry spots when his dry spots is like 1 bar, 1 or 2 bars. and you get on Hollow, oh my God, this guy's trash. This guy's trash. All I learned from yesterday is Hollow's still the GOAT. LOM. I'm LOM all the way down, even with the shorts. Even with the shorts, LOM all the way down. Hollow's still the GOAT to me. That's what I came away from in this whole situation. Hollow's the GOAT, man. He entertains me the best. He knows how to put it all together. He has it all, and that's not what this discussion's about. But you know, he I don't know, man. Like if y'all think otherwise, you know, ask yourself. If you're someone who loved what Murda Mook did yesterday, and you get on Hollow for his dry spots, how do you do that? How can you do that, bro? Like, come on, man. Like Mook. You know, it's funny. They actually transcribed this battle, and you can go read the battle. First of all, it's like a book. All right, go find it. It's a book. It's a literal book, bro. All right, and if you want to read it, that's fine. I was reading it. There's some of these bars, bro, are cool, but some of them are so trash, bro. It's bad. It's bad, bro. But all in all, I still think this is a fire battle, bro. I'm not dissing the battle. I'm dissing the fact that some of y'all really, really want to save Mook here. The funny part is, I don't even think Mook believes he won this battle. I don't. So y'all trying to save Mook, I mean, that's fine. Tech 9, you low-life thug. All right, and Mickey Fax, I don't even consider his opinion valid. All right, let's rewind. Let's go back to when Joe Budden and Mickey Fax was on the Three Letterman show. With Big T, I believe, was on there too with Three Letterman. They were discussing DNA and Murda Mook's legacy. Mickey Fax, if you go listen to that episode, it was a while back. Mickey Fax and Joe Budden, you would have thought that like I don't even know. They were sucking Mook off so bad. Like it was, I've never heard such stuff. They were talking about Murda Mook like he was literal God. He was the God of the world, not a battle rap. They were talking about Mook like he was God. There's no touching Mook. Mook is the greatest. There's no debating. And you know, Letterman, he was going in and then they weren't having it. You brought Big T on, and there was a little brouhaha there, and then they started bragging on Big T. All right, but they talked about Mook like he was the Messiah. So anything Mickey Fax says is null and void after I heard that ridiculous display of pause-worthiness. Like, that's all I got to say about that interview. All right, Joe Budden, you don't, like, honestly, Joe Budden, like, you know, let me tell you something. I like Joe Budden. You know, but when it comes to battle rap, bro, you are completely clueless. You know nothing, bro. Listening to you talk about battle rap, especially on your show, the other two bozos, Maul and Rory, right? Shout out to the Joe Budden podcast. When they're not talking battle rap, they're usually smart. But when they get into their battle rap mode and they start talking about battle rap, it's cringy, and you realize how little Joe Budden understands about battle rap and how so one-minded he's so weird. Like he kept. You know, when you bring up like Mook, you know, and then he's like, it doesn't matter. He's the greatest. That was his argument. He's the greatest. There's nothing. He's the greatest. All right. There's no one better than him. And he kept bringing up, that's why his price is so much. That's why he can command this much money. Joe, I don't care how much money you command. That doesn't mean you're the greatest. All right. He instead of dealing with this, battle rap and the battles and the bars and stuff, he kept going back to how much money he commands, and then I just didn't understand, bro. And Mickey Fax just would not stop. You got Queen's Flip out here saying 2-1 Mook. Like, is this debatable? I didn't know this battle was debatable. Maybe it is. All right, but like that's the power of Murda Mook. This is the power of him. He literally. After the battle, it was like 90%, 95%. Everyone was saying Aye Verb. I was hearing 3-0-2-1, 3-0-2-1. Literally within an hour of that, it shifted. It started shifting, and no one rewatched it. It just was narratives being spread, and it started shifting. It's shifting to from 3-0 Aye Verb to 2-1 Aye Verb to maybe 2-1 Mook. Maybe, and some people, I actually heard him say 3-0 Mook. People like, man, he edged the first. He won the second. Destroyed him in the third, 3-0 Mook. 14-0. Mind you, I had Mook going into the battle. I had him beating Verb 3-0, but I got it 2-1, man. I got it 2-1. I got it. I give Verb the first and the second, and I don't really like judging the third round, bro. I can't. I'm sorry, guys. I don't care what you can kill me. You can tell me whatever you want. You can say I'm crazy. Say I'm not making no sense. I can't judge a third round that's 22 minutes. I'm sorry. That's just not. That's not okay. I don't care. What do you want me to do with that? What do you want me to do? Especially like there's like I said, say it's like 5 rounds in one, and I say 2 of the rounds are fire and 3 of the rounds are trash or mediocre. I don't want to say trash. I'm not going to call what Murda Mook is trash. But I'll say 2 rounds of fire in the third and 3 rounds of mediocre bars and filler in the third. So what do you want me to? How do you want me to judge that? All right, the battle rap's an art form, and there's all right. You got to understand what you're doing, and you got to understand that a 22-minute. If you're gonna rap for 22 minutes, you better believe that it better be on the level of Loaded Lux and Calico. All right, you better be saying something crazy that's unbelievable, and you can't. And it has to be the only reason why something should ever last 22 minutes is because it should be. It has to. There's a reason for it. It's so. What you're saying is so crazy that it can't be confined in time. It needs to last that long. It needs to happen organically. All right, because it's just you're going crazy, and you know if you call time at the 17-minute mark, people are gonna be upset. I don't think anybody would have been upset if they called time at the 10-minute mark in this battle, in this round. They wouldn't. All right? But you rambled on for another 12 minutes. Filler. Oh, that was cool. Filler. Oh, that was cool. That was fire. Filler. Like, bro, like, I don't know. But the fact that I love the buzz, Murda Mook brings a buzz to battle rap. All right? A lot of y'all, we would not be talking about this card as much if Mook and Verb were not on this card. This battle was not on this card, so shout out to Mook. You have the star power, and you move the needle. Mook moves the needle. I don't care what nobody says, all right? As far as that goes, he is the GOAT. Mook is the GOAT when it comes to moving the needle in battle rap. He is the GOAT. I don't think anybody in this business can move the needle like Murda Mook. But when it comes to actual battles and rhyming and everything like that, No. He's definitely not the GOAT to me. Hollow, oh my God, is above and beyond. It's above and beyond. But whatever, man. Because I still the consensus is still is Verb. I still got Verb. Mook, I appreciate you. But I'm on the other side of then people are like, well, I will never say Mook is trash. I won't say Mook is trash, and I'm not. And people are like, we never want to see Mook again. I disagree. I want to see Mook again. I think Mook should battle at least once a year, or maybe only once a year. Once a year, get Mook on here, like next year around the same time. Every year, like around summer madness time or rare breeds time, right? Or whatever's going on. I'd like to see Murda Mook, man. Next time, I still like to see him against Sue Surf. I still want to see him against Calico. I want to see him against Hollow. There's a whole type of bunch of battles that I'd like to see him against, but I don't want to see him too frequently, but I still want to see him because he still brings that excitement. Look at this. All we've been talking about on Twitter in the battle rap community is this event and Murda Mook and everything surrounding it, right? And this is the second day now. All right, it's so much better. This is such a much better conversation than what the conversation we had last week of battlers quitting, not being prepared, choking, not caring, getting drunk and disrespecting the fans, and just being unself-aware. Like, this is such a better conversation. And I'm telling you, all the bloggers are in agreement that we'd rather talk about this stuff than we'd rather talk about the negative. But we're not going to ignore the negative. That's fake. Don't be fake, man. We have to, we talk about it all. We don't need to be fake. There's no reason to be fake. Talk about the positive, talk about the negative, and don't worry about what randoms on the internet tell you. Oh, you're being a hater. Who cares? I don't care. All right, I'll wear the hater card. Good. I like it. I'll hold that cross. All right, I'll carry that cross if you want. If y'all can't handle it, but it's just who the people who are talking, they're the real haters, right? It just boggles my mind. So besides that, so I don't know, man. Like, but what really happened with this Verb? Like, we're gonna be talking about it for a long time. This is a classic. It's a classic. It's a classic just because we talked about forever. It's better than Iron Solomon and Mook. That's 100%. It's better than Loaded Lux Mook Part 2. That's 100%. So this is going to be a battle that's talked about forever. And what else could you ask for? Like, literally, what else could you ask for? I would have liked maybe. I would have liked it for it to be a little bit shorter so it would have more replay value, but I guess we can't have everything now. When I went back to watch B Dot and Swave 7, man, let me tell y'all something. B-Dot Swave stuff is a lot closer than we thought, bro. As far as at least I thought. All right, even though I thought Swave was always fire, I'm giving the first round to Swave. I am. All right, Swave was fire in this battle. I understand some of y'all don't think that, but I really do. I understand B-Dot was wicked. He was wicked. But I still think with Swave was able to counter that in the first. Now, the second's interesting, right? Because B-Dot was wigging again, but he had a slip-up. He had a slip-up, but it wasn't like – and B-Dot really handles his slip-ups well. You know, this might have been like a twerk or something. This might have ended that round. He might have judged that round and not come back. But B-Dot handles it well. He stopped. He choked. He literally choked. He brought it back. He stopped it, and he's like, oh. Then he brought it back, and then he's like, oh. Then he's like, you know what? Hold on, let me bring it all back. So he went back like 4 or 5 bars to get it, and the right one, but like he just kept going at it. Even though he stopped, all right, it wasn't like he literally just he stopped it, like kept trying to go. And then when he brought it back, he was boom, and he was right back in the mix, and he didn't stumble again. That second round's interesting because of that. And Swave's second round was really, really good. But B-Dot, man, it's so hard to beat B-Dot. And I'm still edging the second round to B-Dot, man. And I'm definitely giving the third round to B-Dot. Swave, you dropped the ball when you brought up Brother Polite. That was a bad angle. That's an angle that's been overused, and you shouldn't have used that angle. I think you were on the right track, all right? And you had the right ideas, but the Brother Polite stuff kind of ruined it because, you know, it's an overused angle. And listen, just because B-Dot, he may have mentioned Brother Polite, it's not like they're one and the same. They don't they don't believe, like no man believes exactly what another man believes. And I don't think B-Dot's ever expressed that fact that him and Brother Polite are, you know, believe exactly what it was. You know, you can't, I don't like when people put what other people's maybe sins are onto someone else because he may agree on 1 or 2 things that they agree with. All right. Just because you agree with someone on one part of something doesn't mean you agree with them on everything. You know, and I don't like that angle at all, especially Swave knowing that this has been a overused angle over Cortez. Everybody's used this angle against B-Dot, and I don't ever think it hits. So you had your chance, but I think you blew it. And I still think that was the best outcome. I'd rather have B-Dot win in this battle because B-Dot has a more of a future than Swave because Swave, you know, been around. You're an OG, bro, and it's kind of like a passing of the torch type of deal. You didn't need to beat B-Dot because that would have really knocked B-Dot down a couple of pegs, and I don't think B-Dot needs to be knocked down. I think B-Dot's the future. B-Dot's 100% the future of battle rap, not just, I'm not gonna say URL or whatever. He's just the future of battle rap, and he's gonna be a problem. He's gonna be a problem. The West Coast is a problem, guys, with Geechee and B-Dot in them. And you still got Danny Myers cooking, and maybe Disaster will come back. Rum Nitty's still in the mix. Everybody on, like, the West is fire. So I still think you lost that. When I rewatch, and then here's the thing I want to ask you guys: King Los and Ice. Now on second watch, Ice had a good first round. I ain't gonna lie. Ice had a good first round. He was really good. Now, bro, let me tell you something. I was not happy with King Los's first round initially because it was about Daylight. He did explain this afterwards, and he said in interviews that Daylight spit a minute and a half, and he didn't get a chance to rebuttal, so he wanted to give him a half a round. So that's what he did. So he gave Daylight a half a round on purpose in that battle, kind of to rebuttal what Daylight said in his blog. And so he used half of his first round to address Daylight, and he did. And that's what kind of threw me off when I first watched it. But on second watch, man, let me tell you something. King Los is one of my favorites, bro. Like the way King Los handles himself, his aura, his presence, and just his confidence on stage is everything I love about a battle rapper. He personifies everything I love about a battle rapper, bro. He handled himself with perfection and class and confidence, bro. And he was standing in front of Head Ice, who can be very intimidating. Let's not forget that. He was standing in front of Head Ice, who could be very intimidating, and some people would buckle under that pressure. But King Los looked more confident up there than Head Ice did. He did. All right, he handled everything Head Ice threw at him. He handled it. Now I'm edging that first round to Head Ice because Daylight's the issues. If it wasn't for the Daylight thing, it would have been very close. But edging it to Head Ice because Head Ice actually that first round was his best round. Now, but let me tell you something. What Los said, the way Los raps is what I love. I love that. I love the way Los raps. He's a lyrical miracle, you know, verb voice, right? Lyrical miracle, right? Like I love it. I'm telling you, like if King Los battled regularly, he'd be one of my favorites. He'd be one of my. I know he would. If he did what he did here and he got better. Mind you, this is his first real battle. And he beat Head Ice, and he performed like unbelievable. he had two rebuttals: the Jazz, the Lacoste shirt, the Jazz face, Jazz the rapper. Second round was ridiculous on second watch. It was ridiculous what he was saying. And then the third round, oh my God, with the King of the Dot chain and the railroading and the underground, and they railroad you and they put the chain on, bro. I mean, come on, man. That's a Don DeMarco. That's a room shaker. That shuts the venue down. And head on, man, Los. I was thinking maybe a Los B-Dot matchup, you know, because B-Dot reminds me a little bit of Los, the way he be rapping and his lyrical ability, right? But B-Dot uses that with angles. He uses that with angles. What would Los do to a B-Dot? Now you got someone who's not a Head Ice who can, and is not a Daylight who's only going to be lyrical, right? Daylight's just going to be lyrical. But here you have B-Dot who's going to be lyrical with angles. That's like an upgrade from Head Ice and Daylight, right? Lyrical with angles. So how would King Los handle that pressure, right? That's what I want to see. I want to see King Los against B-Dot, man. I might be crazy here. People on Twitter would tell me, well, B-Dot would smoke him. I think everybody thought I don't know about that. All right, because I think King Los is very intelligent, and I think he knows how to play to the crowd. And he even listening to him in interviews afterwards, he was saying he had to adjust a few things because if you watch that in the first round, he raps different in the first round than in the first half of his round than he does later on in that battle, because he said he realized that the crowd wasn't reacting the way he expected them to react, the way he was setting up his bars and this and that. So he literally adjusted on the fly, and you can tell, and that to me is genius. That's genius to me that he was able to stand there and withhold that. And shout out him. I still got a 2-1. Man. I watched Iron and Big K again, man. Very disappointed in that battle. I think Iron did his thing. Not disappointed with Iron. Still disappointed with Big K. You know, whatever, bro. Like, and that battle was literally 20 minutes long following the Mook battle. I understand it. You know, and I haven't been, you know, it was what it was. And then you got Pat State, Danny Myers. To me, it's still a fire debatable preference battle. All right, they both came. They did their thing. They gave you our money's worth, and shout out to them, bro. And then I haven't went back and watched Big T and Ill Will. But, you know, some people are saying Big T actually was pretty good. You know, I want to check that out. You know, maybe I was being a little bit too hard on them. I don't know. It's possible. I just haven't been impressed with Big T of late. And I remember when I was watching it, I probably had a bad attitude watching it because it was the last battle. I was just, you know, probably burnt out, and the crowd definitely wasn't reacting at all to anything. So maybe I was a little bit harsh on that battle, but we'll go back and check it out later. But it's not something I'm rushing to. You know, whatever, it's all good. But yeah, man, I love, and I remember, and I need to change it. I need to change my rating. Like yesterday, I said it might have been a 7 out of 10. The reason why I said 7 is because I really wasn't fully invested in that Mook battle. I only had watched it once, partially. So I needed to go back and watch it. I think this battle it's an epic battle of epic proportions. I still think B-Dot and Sway is actually better than I initially thought. I think King Los was better than I initially thought. I think that Iron was fire in that battle. So whatever, bro. Like, I liked what Iron Solomon did in that battle. And Danny and Pat Stay was actually a little bit better than I remember. So I'm going to upgrade because this card has a lot of replay value, bro. I'm upgrading it from a 7 to an 8.5, bro. Potentially 9 in the future, man. I don't know what else more you can ask for. Yeah, let's just give it a 9. I'm giving it a 9. A 10 is the perfect card, right? The perfect card. So, but I don't think this is the perfect card. But I think a 9 is close to perfection. Like, I mean, there was issues. There were still issues here. You know, the fact that nobody talks about J400 and Clean Paper because it didn't really live up to the hype. Or there was no hype, but, you know, it's a surprise battle, but I expect more from Ja, I expect more from Clean. And then you had your one rounder, the one SK, which is decent. But, you know, Jay Black took that one. All right. But yeah, that's what's up, man. Great event, man. Shout out to ARP. It was definitely a success. I hope you guys sold tons of pay-per-views. And like I said, this is as battle rap fan, this is what we love. This is what we love. But just because when we're up here talking about the negative, y'all need to take it easy. All right, because, you know, like everything isn't always roses, right? Like, everything's not positive. In order to appreciate the positive, there has to be negative. If everything's always positive, there's going to be a point where we become numb to it and immune to it, and we don't appreciate it as much. So we need the dips, you know, to appreciate. We need the lows to appreciate the highs. Is basically what I'm saying. So, you know, y'all need to take it easy on people who we're up here actually. We're doing what we do. We're talking about it. We're keeping the culture moving forward, keeping the battle rap fans engaged, because you guys got to understand something, you battlers, all right? After this card, Now there's the real law, especially the fact that Summer Madness 8 has been pushed to November because that was, you know, almost like a month and a half, about 5 weeks away. Now it's 2 months away, and the other card, who knows when that's going to be announced. So, you know, after now, and then we're waiting on King of the Dots 10-year anniversary, see what they got cooking for us. But there's going to be these next 2 months is going to be really tough for battle rap. All right, and the only way it's going to stay in the public eye and keep it engaged is if bloggers and fans and the media, we got to keep talking about it. We got to keep talking about it and thinking of storylines or whatever's going on, you know. And sometimes it's going to be positive, sometimes it's going to be negative. But you can't. All right, you can't be mad at us. You can't be mad at us when we talk about the negative. We're going to talk about the negative. I'm never going to stop talking about the negative because the negative, all right, is important. You can't have positive without negative. Like that's just the way world works, right? And you know, there's no pain, there's no glory, there's without pain. You know that. You know how it is. You guys understand it. All right, I just think we get a little bit too emotional. We're a little bit too hard on the media. But you know, we can take it. I could take it. What you gonna do? Stupids. But anyways, I rambled on enough. Until next time, boys, love ya. Hit the like button. We're blowing up. Peace.